That is a small tree from the jungle, and I was once in the jungle observing a sick orangutan, and he had then in one moment eaten the flowers, the mauve blossoms of this plant, and after 15 minutes he was already very much better. Later, I once had a terrible headache in the forest, and I thought, what the hell, I'll try it out. And lo and behold, within 15 minutes my headache was gone. Since then, I've cultivated this plant everywhere. Now I collect the fruit here too, for planting more of them. However well orangutans can handle useful medicinal plants, it cannot prevent them from being prone to human diseases. No surprise, because 97.8% of their genes are identical to the genes in humans. Many newcomers suffer from infections. Hepatitis B and tuberculosis is nothing unusual. Therefore, first stop is the quarantine section. After a thorough medical inspection, the career in Sambocha is decided, as it were, depending on age and respective disease pattern. The babies, aged less than a year, are nursed in the baby station round the clock. If the physical development is positive, the next step is learning to climb in the climbing school. Here, the foreign visitor can come quite close to the animals because young orangutans behave hardly differently from small children. They are open-minded, curious, love nothing more than playing, and they're sometimes quite jealous too.
This is Marlene,
that is Phoebe, and this is Mile, the one who's clinging to your feet. And Mile says Marlene has to get down, and now you have to watch out a bit. She might be jealous now. Exactly. But she wants to get up again. You have to watch out now that he's occupied with you. Which one would you like to adopt? Marlena, of course, the one who swung around your neck immediately. OK, Marlena is now top of the list. In connection with the name, Marlena, that would of course be something quite special for an adoption. Yes, and it seems that somehow she's taken to me right from the beginning. She didn't reject me. That's important anyway.
Ja, fein. Das ist ein Spiel, ein schönes Spiel. Genießt das jetzt bei dir. Ja, guck mal, lacht.
There, look at him. He's laughing. He's really laughing.
Das findet toll.
In principle, all teaching and training steps depend on the amount of time the orphaned orangutans have already spent with their own mother. In free nature, orangutans are only mature enough to live independently after 7 years. Of course, this is only possible when they are 100% healthy. But there are many sick animals in Sambocha Lestari whose recovery can drag on for a long time. This way, all grown orangutans who suffer from a hepatitis B infection spend their lives isolated from the others on an artificial island. Normally, anyway. This is Laura. Laura has managed to get away from the island. She's found a branch, and she's really surpassed herself, and has then used the branch to get over to the other side. Here one can see it. They haven't got that far that they can live in the forest on their own. They still run around a lot on the ground, and they're still looking for contact with people they can trust. All healthy animals from the age of 3 to 5 are first of all accommodated in group formation cages, which at first glance do not look particularly appropriate for the species. There are gigantic cages. Yes, we have 6 divisions there. and the orangutans are there in little groups with friends. They sit there together in these divisions, and after that the divisions will be brought together. This way we form a group of about 25 to 30 orangutans, which will then be released all at once into the forest. Via the halfway house station and the residential island follows the final step to freedom, into an intact reintroduction area which is not inhabited by wild orangutans, which will prevent territorial fights from the beginning. This tremendous effort immediately becomes comprehensible when one observes the symbiotic relationship between an orangutan mother and her child.